To be honest with you, I met his dad first. His late dad came in and said, I forget why I met him at, but he had a son, and he wanted me to meet him, and I said, that ain't no big thing, you know, we would meet him, and the first night we met was down in Fort Lauderdale, and he came in the dressing room, and wasn't but two people in the dressing room when he got there. That was me and Junior. We would talk like we wanted to fight all the time. Junior had brought a wah-wah pedal or some kind of effect pedal for me. And he was just sitting there being quiet, so Junior walks in and he said, "Yeah, motherfucker." I told him I already had one, and he called me a dirty name. And man, we went into some bad language, and he said, "Oh, shit. They don't like one another worth a damn. I gotta get out of here." So he cut out the dressing room, and Queen Judy started laughing. I said, "Man, you better go get him." And that was the beginning of my ex-wife. So she heard him. She said, well, he don't only want to meet you, he wants to play with you, you know. And then I just brought him up to my house out in the suburbs and fixed dinner one day and let him listen to some of that old Muddy Water with her hooking them on it, and it started something like that. He could play when I first saw him, you know, and we all learned something, as I said earlier, from somebody else. But you know, he's an automatic. He's good. It was hot stuff, if you understand what I'm talking about. He was wailing and blasting and doing his thing. And be honest with you, I used to request that he would do some of the country and western stuff, because he do that pretty well, you know, and he knew all the Hendrix stuff and all of the blues stuff, you know, to be such a young man. For someone to come from Tennessee, I'm like saying, okay, you from Tennessee, I know you're not going to be deep in the blues, but how wrong was I? You know, he was into just about everything. Blues is, all of my life has been ups and downs, more downs than up. And if you turn on your radio now, you hardly hear anybody playing the blues, but it takes someone like him to come up and bring it back. Well, every time I hear him, I hear some improvement he done made. You know, of course, that at his age, I'm sure his guitar probably more than me, because I'm lazy about that. You know, every time I hear him, I have to pick up something from him now. I had a chance to play with the late Son House, who taught Muddy how to Fred McDowell. I mean, it's just a hand-me-down thing, and Scott has got the same thing where all the rest of us have. You need all the support you can get wherever you be, and I tell him, and he knows this, you know, you got to take it wherever, some place you might not want to take it, you got to take it, because that might be the place somebody can say, I can do something with it and expose it a little more. In the AM station days, Scott would be all over the world now playing, because the disc jockey could play what he wanted, but nowadays I think you got program directors, and they tell you what to play and what not to play, and that's in order for you to keep your job, you have to follow the rules. Hopefully that could change with someone like him, but don't care how good you are, only 5% gonna be successful in sports and music. And I said, you kidding me? If I'd have saw that, I'd have probably been still driving a bus.
Yeah.
But if you give up, you'll never do it. And if you love it like Scott, I think he loves it as well as we did, and that's what helps along the way. You know, you have so many disappointments. Tell a person like Scott, I don't think he will let that get in his way. A lot of great guitar players before Scott and before me saw that and just threw up their hands and say, you know, there's a better way to make a living, and go half hungry a lot of times, and they accept and go through what we went through. And it's even getting worse on him now than it was me and everybody else, because when I came here, you could play for a whole week in Chicago and wouldn't play at the same club. Those clubs don't exist no more. They had them in New York, Connecticut, Boston, Detroit, Cleveland, all kind of little blues clubs. At least you could buy a hot dog and play, but those places don't exist anymore. That's one of the main reasons I keep this club, because I'm saying, oh my God, why is the next Eric Clapton or Jeff Beck gonna come? You don't drive through a city and just find Scott Holt or anybody else playing in their bedroom and say, oh, now we take him out and make a record, and next thing you know, he's on TV. You got to be seen, heard, and talked about, and the word of mouth gets out, and then you get the break. So I just hope he just keep at it and don't let nothing get in the way that make him feel like it ain't worth it. Because my mom and dad used to tell me as a little kid, what ain't worth waiting for ain't worth having.
Amen.
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 What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
The rent.
I heard that. I like that suit. That's
Oh, it's a Guitar Slim suit. I wear that once a year.
I like it.
I just want to ask you a question. From when the first time you played
He does
this
good,
club,
Look like he's a pro at
from the
it.
first time you played this club
Yep.
to now, as Buddy's getting set to close this location and move a block away, what does it mean to you to be playing here last few nights with Buddy?
Everything. It means every time I get to play with Buddy or for Buddy, or if Buddy just happens to be there to see me, it means the world to me. He knows how much I love him, but it's important to me.
Yeah, but I be stealing shit.
Yeah, you're stealing shit you taught me, though.
No. There's a lot of stuff you got there, man. You know what I mean? No. It's true, man. It's stuff you play and other people play, and I'm like saying, man, I jumped sometime and said, now how come I haven't found that?
Everything I've learned, I learned from you.
No, man. You know, I can't let you sit there and say that. Cause when I met you, you had learned some licks, man. You had some licks. I'm like saying, like this other little kid I'm watching, 2 or 3 more, man. They had 2 or 3 of them coming here since I saw you. I'm saying, oh man, when I was that age, I couldn't even play a radio. Yeah, they find that stuff on there, man. Young people are so creative, including you now. You know, and that's what Hendrix did. You know, everybody was looking at him saying, what is he doing?
Right.
But that's the creative part of studying your instrument. And it shows you study that instrument, it shows you're going to come up with something somebody else never had or never found on it. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
All right.